Hey yo, E-King Fight News back at it. Daniel Dubois off of his solid knockout victory. If I'm not mistaken, he knocked out a heavyweight named Tom Little in about 4 or 5 rounds. Dominant performance. And he gave his thoughts on Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua for the undisputed heavyweight championship. So who did he pick? Well, guess what? He favors Deontay Wilder in that matchup. So we got more on this. E-King Fight News. All right, so shout out to Boxing Scene for the article. And yes, Daniel Dubois favors Deontay Wilder to knock out or to eventually defeat Anthony Joshua. And he's not the only guy out of the UK to say it, man. He's not. A lot of UK fans are starting to realize that Anthony Joshua, something about him or his team, there's a bit of intimidation. There's a bit of, it's very obvious. It's very, very obvious that there's a hesitation when it comes to Deontay Wilder compared to other heavyweights in the division. There's no doubt about it. Eddie Hearn coming out and saying, we need more than 8 weeks. We can't just do an 8-week training camp for Deontay Wilder. We can't do that. Oh my goodness. Let's get into the article, guys. E-King Fight News. Shout out to Boxing Scene. So Dubois, it's risky for both, but I favor Wilder to beat Joshua. Dubois 8-0 with 8 knockouts, building up his record. And yeah, he admits he favors Deontay Wilder. Because of the danger involved and the amount of money that Joshua generates, Dubois does not blame him for heading in another direction. So of course you got to throw in this one. Personally, I don't blame him for going for an easy option. Take on someone else, somewhere that's less of a threat. Wilder is a very dangerous fighter, Dubois said. Wilder is a big, serious threat for AJ. Losing the titles, that's money. Money gone. Money he could earn otherwise fighting different opposition. You know what? I gotta say, that's kind of... Dubois is missing the boat on that one. He really is. Because you know what? Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder makes damn near double or triple what Anthony Joshua would make fighting any other opponent. I'm telling you that point blank. Any other opponent, Joshua cannot make what he makes fighting Deontay Wilder. We all know this. You guys in the UK must know this. And in a rematch, regardless of what happens in the first fight, in a rematch, Anthony Joshua would stand to make just as much money as the first fight. So, in my opinion, it would take Anthony Joshua at least 4 fights to make what he could make in 2 fights. And that's being very generous. Because who knows how much Joshua could make in the U.S., which is where he blatantly ducked the fight, taking $50 million in the U.S., which would have been huge. And even Wilder saying, yo, Joshua, you would have made like $100 million in that first fight if we did the fight in the U.S. But it is what it is. It is what it is, because the $50 million, that was the minimum. That was the minimum guarantee. Not even talking about pay-per-view buys. Not even talking about other forms of revenue. So, that was Joshua's loss, man. And the worst part is it's still on the table. And he's still acting like the UK is a place to be or some shit. But so that's what Daniel Dubois had to say right now. Now let's remember, he also brought this up with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder before. And this is what he had to say. Let's get into this boy, Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois gives his pick on Wilder Joshua. So let's see what else he had to say on this whole issue. It's a fight I think most boxing fans want to see. It's the best facing the best. It would be a great fight and a great unification as well. We could see one man at the top of the division. So when explaining why he would favor the Bronze Bomber to best Joshua if the two were to clash, Dubois said, "I think Wilder, based on his last two performances, the way he had to pull through against Luis Ortiz, every fight fan likes to see that." You see what it is, guys. I'm a fight fan as well, and as a fighter, Wilder impressed me with the fight against Ortiz. I think the speed, the power, and the angles is what he brings to the ring. It's not usual. He's very tall and very long. So we'll see. Anthony himself brings a lot to the table as well. So it makes for a fantastic spectacle. Right, so, I mean, it's Dubois looking at this fight from a fan's perspective. That's what he said. And he's saying, you know what, that Luis Ortiz just put Wilder over the top. It just put him over the top as true champion status. So, I mean, that just is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Daniel Dubois, and you know, this could be the future of the heavyweight division. We really don't know. This man right here, Daniel Dubois, could be the future of the heavyweight division. Fucking Anthony Joshua. You know what's funny about this whole situation? Fucking Anthony Joshua was supposed to do a face-off with Deontay Wilder in Cardiff back when he was fighting Joseph Parker. And it was Anthony Joshua that called that off. He didn't want to go face-to-face with the Bronze Bomber. He didn't want to go face-to-face. He wasn't about the hype. That's what he said. But he can go over to the U.S. and talk all that greasy shit. Anyways, so Daniel Dubois, hey, that's your guy. That's your guy. When Anthony Joshua gets knocked off the ladder, who's going to be the next one on the totem pole? Is it going to be Daniel Dubois? I think, man, Tyson Fury, I don't know what he's got left in the tank. I don't know if he really is elite caliber. Looking at his last fight, wasn't a good look. He needs to come back quicker. He's got to take off some pounds. And Tyson Fury really is the number 2 guy, but you know what? I don't really see him lasting as an elite heavyweight. He needs to get back to work. He needs to get back to the drawing board. Anthony Joshua needs to finalize this fight with Deontay Wilder. He needs to finalize it. I mean, we know the contracts with Wilder. And we're just going to have to wait and see. Just going to have to wait and see. But right now, this is the final stage of negotiation. We got a contract. And hopefully this fight gets made, man. Hopefully it gets made, man. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think, man. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Daniel Dubois picks Wilder over Joshua. I mean, who else is picking Wilder? Hey, Jarrell Big Baby Miller said Wilder would knock Joshua the fuck out. That's Big Baby Miller. Who else picked Wilder? You know, there's a lot of guys that you know, implicitly are picking Wilder. In a way, they're talking to Anthony Joshua's team. Teddy Atlas pretty much said, you know, hey, it would, you guys would be under arrest if you make Joshua fight Wilder now. Fucking Teddy Atlas, man. Get this whole ass. That's why they kicked you off ESPN, Teddy. That's why they kicked you off. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore. Oh my goodness. Teddy Atlas. Get this whole ass the fuck out of here, man. This Teddy Atlas dude, man. Mike Tyson out here hating on Deontay Wilder every other day. This guy, anytime you bring up Deontay Wilder, the guy just got hate for him, man. You got hate for him. You wonder why. You wonder why, man. 39-0. No, actually 40-0. 40-0. 39 knockouts. And if you do the math, that is the highest knockout percentage in boxing history. So, just let me know what you guys think, man. Deontay Wilder has knocked out everybody he's gotten in the ring with. Can't say the same about Anthony Joshua. But here we are, Wilder versus Joshua. Let's hope this fight happens, man. E-King Fight News.